Well, we have we've been making progress, and I say we because it's a team effort, right? And so you're playing earlier, and like, hey, you know, you're starting to turn your wrists. You can get that stick to rebound from multiple rebounds, and so that's a really good sign. Now, to to what extent you should tell a student about what it is that's going on, or just get them to feel it, that's tricky, and perhaps based on that particular student. So one of the ways, because I've come at this in different ways, right? And one of the ways that I was able to help was this idea of really simply letting the stick to play, right? Fingers don't splay apart. And started to develop this idea that the stick can just, lay in the back three fingers, and you were able to start to be able to at least just turn your wrist, right?
Right.
Pardon me. So, but there's more to it, because while that was going on at the last lesson, as I mentioned after the fact, I said, I noticed that you were bringing in your guide. He said, yeah, I did sometimes. I said, I saw. And so I induced a wrist turn, and just instinctively, you brought the thumb and first finger, which in this technique is the guide, palm down, right? And so let's be intellectual about this for a minute, and then we'll continue to get you to feel things, and we'll marry the two. Okay. So, I have to be so far back here. This kind of widescreen view that is provided on Zoom that it's a little disorienting. Okay, way back here. Okay, so, and to avoid having to back up too much, I've got a lot of my head cut off. So I've got the Bruce Willis, close up camera angle that he was famous for. The more hair he lost, the lower the camera got. So, so if we are simply allowing the stick to lay in the hand, and just turn, right? And we stop down each time, just because we don't at this speed, it gives us the opportunity to really feel the floor resting down here, half inch, an inch to butt end, forearms parallel to the floor itself as well, and the actual floor. And in match grip, the pad is flat, so that in a sense it is mirroring the angle of the actual floor of the earth, so to speak. All right? Yeah, you see, look, you just look really good. Your arms, everything's just pretty normal. There's not a lot going on now. And we just lift that stick, because this technique is up to come down. See, as I start to speed up, the stick starts to lose, it starts to lose some control. That's harder to do. That's hard. So there is, and if I were to take this technique and try to play real loud, that wouldn't work either. because the stick's just going to go flying somewhere. Yet gives us real insight with regards to how the wrist would turn and the feeling of the stick in the hand laying there, and we're not really doing anything but turning the wrist, right? So it's really helped, and it helped you. Now this technique has to do with and it's subtle, as Dave Wilson would say, it's very subtle, and this technique has to do with pressure change, right? Now, how do we change pressure? What does that mean? These are the things that eluded me and elude so many. And that's where this comes in, because you've started to get this as well. When you're dribbling, even with no guide, meaning thumb and first finger, and just lay that stick on the surface like that, what happens? So this lesson is going to have a bunch of theory, and then we'll see if we can put it into practice. So, and you were doing it earlier, you just went like that. Yeah. Now is the butt end on the palm or away?
It's, I think, well, it's back up against the palm.
It is?
Yeah.
Well, it shouldn't be. I can't believe it, because if it stays on the palm, it doesn't really want to rebound.
When I let it go, it's away from the palm.
That's what I mean. Now lift it back up to the floor, parallel. Just to there. Now is it on the palm?
Yes.
Exactly. So, bending forward provides the stick the opportunity to rebound, because in a sense, as Richard Martinez would say, we've exposed the fulcrum, right? By virtue of bending. Bending is another dangerous word, right? Really, we've just turned the wrist. And then we get what would be, and we've talked about this, there's a kind of a release of some sort. The stick is laying in the hand, and the butt end comes away from the palm, and that gives the stick the freedom to rock over the fulcrum, which in reality in palm down is the middle finger for this technique. Okay, so that's very interesting. Now go ahead and just make some taps. You don't need the guide on if you don't want it. Yeah, just for fun, leave it off right now. Don't get the shank. I feel like your little butt end low. Get that butt end up a little more, so that when you turn, you're not going to hit the shank. Just make a tap. Lift it up to come down, and let it go tap. Yeah, but I want you to you were doing it earlier, just going like, you were just doing it, I think, on camera, right? You went. No, you're not letting it bounce. You're just making a tap. That's cool, but that's not what I'm asking for now. That's what I asked for earlier, to show you that the butt end had moved away from the palm and so on. Now just make a tap and stop. There. Did the butt end come away from the palm?
For the moment it hit.
Hardly at all, right?
Right.
Right. You can feel maybe it's moving the skin next to the bone a little bit.
Yeah.
Right? You feel something like that.
Okay.
I can play so gently, and it's not even, I can maybe just feel a little of the pressure change, but it's always kind of staying, it's just staying on the palm. Yeah, see, that was a beautiful. All right. Okay, so we have that. So listen to that sound. See, we want to play by ear. Play some taps. Don't wait in the air, but it's good. You don't need to wait up there. Lift it up and let it come back down, all in one smooth movement. And it comes down. There, there you go. That's really good, Steve. Okay. Ah, now that has a particular sound. Now check this out. I don't want to freak you out, right? Because you're fine right now. You are navigating these seemingly rough waters, and yet uh, we know that calmer waters exist. They're just up ahead. They're just around the corner. All right. So now what happens if we just play with the guide? Can you do that? None of the back fingers. Now what's going to happen? Well, see, that's interesting. You can get two notes like that. But I just want you watch. See, show me your grip. I can't see it. You're out of frame. Move to your right a little bit. And take your other fingers away. It's not bad. Yeah. See the thumb? Now make sure the thumb is flat. Remember, the thumb just goes along for the ride. It doesn't need to do any of this. There you go, see? And the stick would be, fairly straight. That's pretty good. So, yeah, just wave the stick back and forth. Gently, just let it teeter-totter in there. Now keep it pretty straight for now. You're too far down here. Here it's barely bumping into the palm. I'm just kind of wiggling it. There. Yeah. So if we come down here and take your other fingers away. Now we don't want them. Remember, it's an experiment. Move to your right a little bit or back up. It's not worth not getting that right. Now take the other back finger, take the fingers away. There. Get over the center. Now just like you did when you turn your wrist with the stick laying in the hand, now you're going to turn your wrist with that. It's on the palm. So the palm's got it right up to there. Go ahead and lift it up. You say it's on the palm, and then just lower it in the air without making it straight. But what was all that? It's on the palm, and it's still on the palm. Take your other fingers away. Don't be afraid to bend the second knuckle of your first finger. It's not all pointed. You have to hold. Hold here. So, yeah. Like a teacup. If you're holding a teacup, you gotta be careful with the metaphors. Okay. Now lift that up. It's on the palm, and it's lowered slowly down. It's on the palm, see? It's up on the palm, on the palm, on the palm, on the palm, and just make a tap. And it'll come right back to the palm. There. Get your other fingers away. I'm letting you take them away. Yeah, come on, look, mine are like totally away. They're like over here waving. I've done that with you before. Yeah, make a tap. Here you go, do it again. Get the butt end up a little bit or you're going to hit the shank. Lift the butt end. There it is. Do it again. Do it again. Wait, you have your snares on underneath, huh?
They're off.
I keep hearing them.
I have 6, I think, in between the snares and the bottom batter head. I don't know.
Get the butt end up a little. You're going to hit the shank, I can tell. Got to get flatter. Okay, go ahead. All right, not bad. Get the bottom of the bead. Keep the other fingers off. Yeah, just turn your wrist holding it here. You're not doing anything but just holding that little. There. And you don't have to slam it down. Just lift it up and turn it. Just like you did. There. Now check it out. It's pretty good. You got the idea. Do that in your right. First put the stick in your hand so that it's laying in the back fingers. Get your other fingers away. Yeah, now just make a gentle turn and make a tap. And do it again. Again. Here. Now put your back fingers on and take the first fingers off. Make a tap. Hear the difference in sound? Do you?
I do.
Don't go slamming it down. Just it's the same wrist turn. There you go. Now put the first finger thumb on only. different pitch, isn't it?
Right.
Now that might seem like nothing. I'll tell you, as we get going, and if one hand is doing, imagine one hand was letting it lay in the hand thusly, and the other hand was up front, had a grip up front, the sticks would sound totally different. To a trained ear, it would sound like you're walking with a limp. So we have this sound. Playing by ear is a big part of this. This sound, or this sound. One is really hot, much higher pitched. Da 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 da.
Oh.
Now the first finger, thumb only. Okay. I want you to keep the other fingers away though. So pure. Just slam it down. You just have to turn your wrist. There it is. And that weird sound went away. Good. Okay. So to what extent you recognize how important that difference in tonality is at this point is, well, to what extent you're aware of it is going to have a lot to do with how quickly you develop, because you need to be listening, okay? Right, and you know, some orchestras are tuning now, modern orchestras, they're not tuning to an A440. What are they tuning to, an A445 or something? Something. I'm gonna probably get emails. What are you talking about? And someone will tell me, I used to know. But the point is that orchestras are tuning just a little sharp. You know about that?
Yeah.
You know that an orchestra, typically they tune to an A440, right?
Okay.
Isn't that the oboe player? And everyone tunes to the oboe player, right? And that's it. When you go to the symphony, the whole orchestra, they tune up. And some famous recordings now are the whole orchestra's tuned just a little sharp. It's that important. Brings a little more presence to the performance. Okay. Now, if we just have the first finger and thumb, and we're just going tap, 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 these fingers are wasted. I'm not down here. Watch. If I set up like this, with the butt end too low, I get the shank. If I set up too high, I get the tip. I want the bottom of the bead. It's got to be right here. There. Now take your other fingers away, though. Now, how tight do you need to be in the first finger and thumb for that? At this tempo? What? It's almost ready to fall out. It's so loose. Get the other fingers away. They don't need to be doing this. They're away. No, you have to take. Okay, move to your right a little more. Move 3 inches to your right. Move your whole stool. I need you to move over just a little. Yeah, good. I don't want to be wasting your time. Now, the middle finger. Can you not stick it out? I know it might feel a little. There, keep it there. Always stop at the ground. Go, keep it away. Stop. Just make one tap. Stop. Move it away a little. It's really good, Steve. Make another gentle tap. Stop. Move it away. Came in. Why did it come in? There. Keep it there. Stop. It came in. Move it away. There. Keep it away. Why does it want to come in? You know, I know I'm not asking you to play, but I'll tell you, sometimes if you're playing real gentle, is that? There you go. See how that nice high-pitched sound you're getting? Keep it away, and you are keeping it away. There, and it bounces really easily too, doesn't it? It's almost hard to control the bounce. Right. Now, go ahead and speed that up and go tap, 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 tap. Go tap, 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 tap. Now go half that speed, half that speed.
What's that?
Go half the speed.
Keep slipping out of my fingers.
Not bad. Okay, so here's what, and again, it might be premature, but I'm going to present this to your mind. And so it'll always be there. And when you're ready to really acknowledge it, it'll be there for you to acknowledge. Or maybe you'll get it right. I don't know. So you see, if I'm just tapping like this, my fingers are away, and I just make a tap. See, I always just let it come down and then it stops. It's just laying in there. It's kind of laying in the first finger and thumb too. I can feel it laying on the bottom part of the the tip, right in the crack there, and there's a little of the meat just above the first knuckle. So there's the meat underneath the knuckle and above the knuckle, and I feel it right in there and on the flat of the thumb. And I just do that. You're too low. You're down here. You're just going to get the shank. So who cares how you play? There, stop. Take your other fingers away. I'm trying to show you something very specific. Okay, now watch. I don't know if you realize how loose this is. It's just holding the stick. There's friction involved here. Now, this idea that Jack Verga presented, this idea that if you go to pick up a glass of water and it's full, there'll be a certain amount of force applied, right? If the glass is empty, you won't be holding quite as tight. Would you ever know that? Have you ever even thought of that?
I don't think so.
Right. This is natural. You go to pick up that 5-pound dumbbell over there, you're going to hold it differently than you would if it was a 10-pound dumbbell. Now you need to hold on, right? Okay, so there are pressure changes, and they're so subtle. The difference between picking up a glass of water, a full glass of water and an empty glass of water, it's going to be different. Now, to a scientist studying these things, trying to build some kind of lifelike robot, what is it? Automatron? They would need to know, right? Everything would have to be perfect, especially if that robot were going to pick up a glass. If the pressure was too much, they'd break the glass, right? So these are tolerances that, under certain circumstances, for instance, a scientist might need to know very precisely. We're not quite. It would be fun to know, but we just recognize that there's a truth to that idea, right? Now, if I'm just tapping like this, how much do I need to hold this stick? Can you do this in the air? Do you feel the butt end kind of clunk into the palm ever so slightly? Wait. You've got to stop every time. That's where it clunks in. There, feel it? No, you just drop it and it clunks. See, it comes away from the palm on the way up, so you get a little bit of, look. Watch. Your other fingers are away. Maybe it's too soon to show you this. Watch me now. See, I'm going to turn. See the butt end come away? Get your fingers away. It won't work. I don't think. Yeah, just turn up and feel the butt. See how the butt end come away from the palm? Does yours?
Yes.
Good. And then it goes clunk into the palm. Clunk. See, that's stopping down. If you don't stop down, it won't go clunk into the palm and rest there. There. You don't have to force it down. You can just follow it down. Yeah. There, it's looking good. Get your other fingers off. Right. So if we kept doing that, right? How tight do we need to be here? We're not so tight that the butt end doesn't have, so the stick doesn't have some freedom. Wait. You stopping. Yeah, wait, why don't you wait here? You have to wait and get your fingers off and test the system. This is serious stuff. There, stop. Good, it's on the palm. Did it come away from the palm maybe a tiny bit? You don't have to lift it up very much, but you got the idea. Get your other fingers away. Yeah, these don't change pressure at all. They're just holding. Like if you're going to build a robot, an automatron, is that what they call it? It'd just stay here. You'd build the machine and it would never change. It would just be this pressure. Always. Period. Yeah, you don't have to go flying it. It's just a little turn. Okay, get your other fingers away. Okay, now what is happening, and we'll see to what extent these words help you feel certain things. But what's happening is, if I want to speed, you might not be at a point where you can even experience it. See, at this speed, I am not very tight. That stick is so loose. Now, if I want to speed that up, I'm a little tighter, just a little, right here, a little tighter. I want to. Now I'm tighter. Now I'm holding it on. Now I'm holding it even tighter. It's a little hard to pull out of my hand now. Pressure changed. So go ahead and just do this slow. You have to just lift it up and let it go clunk. No, you didn't lift it up. Let it lift it up and go clunk. There. Can you slide the stick out of your hand? Try sliding the stick out of your hand. Hey, get rid of your other stick. You don't need it right now. Put it down on a table. Yeah, but put the other stick on a table. No, not there. That's in the way. You don't have a table? No, it's on your body, and your body has to balance it. Do you have it? Put it on the floor. Or you have a little side table. Okay, there. Look at your grip. Yeah, beautiful. Now, you're just going to make a tap. Don't wait at the top. It's up, down. There. Now, go ahead and see if you can slide the stick out with your other hand. Can you? Can you slide the stick? Come on, slide it out. Feel how loose it is? It's not very much friction, is there?
No.
Barely at all. It's like butter. Okay, now, so there's that feeling. Now, don't be afraid. You can hold it a little bit and turn. Stop. Not bad. Stop. Stop. Try slide. Yeah, this is a robot. And the robot is programmed that if it goes faster, it just has to hold a little tighter. Take your other fingers away, or you won't know which finger is tighter and which isn't. Go tap, 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 tap. Stop. Don't change. Try to pull the stick out. Is it any tighter?
Not right now.
Why not?
We're not moving fast.
You were moving fast enough, so it should be a little tighter.
Yeah, when I'm playing faster, yes.
Well, then you maintain that. You stop, and you feel the tension that your pressure that you, it's a little harder for me to move the stick. Try it. Try moving the stick with your other hand. Yeah, you can still, but you might get a splinter if the stick isn't smooth. Hold on to it. Right now, just really easy. You barely need, come on, get the other fingers away so you know what the first finger is. Look how loose you are here. Look how loose that is. Right. Now, as we go faster, I have to hold on a little tighter. Come on, stop playing on the shank. Get the stick flat so that when you turn, you land on the bottom of the bead. Yeah, but if I'm going to play real fast, look how close I am to the surface. Okay, stop. Good. Pull the stick out of your hand. Should be a little tighter. You let go. We're experimenting here. We're these crazy drum nerds. Yeah, if you go tap, 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 tap. Stop and pull this, keep the pressure, pull the stick out, see what it feels like. Keep that pressure. Should be a little tighter. Good, now go tap, tap. You're not managing all this weight, moving that quickly. Lift it up, let it drop. Look, it almost bounces. See how mine kind of bounces up? See how mine bounces up when I get there? We've talked, yeah, but you're on the shank. Why does it bounce up at all? Hold on a minute. Show me this grip and do this with your other hand. How come when you get to the surface it doesn't do that? Are you holding it so tight? Get your other finger away. You're too low. You're going to hit the shank. You won't. Take your other finger. Now, when you hit, it should bounce up a little. You don't have to hit hard. It should just pop up a little. A little. Do it again. Get your other finger away or it won't bounce up. This is an experiment. You're too low. Butt end's too low. Get the finger away. How come it's not really bouncing up? How come it doesn't do this when it gets to the surface? Look. There. Turn and it should bounce up like that. Would you do something, put your other fingers on or something? There it is. Popped up just a little. Do it again. Almost. You just leave this alone. There. Do that in your other hand. There. See? Remember we learned a while back that your other hand always likes to do that? It bounces up. You don't have to turn real high. Just a little. It'll bounce up even if you turn. There. See? There. Now go tap, 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 fast. Hold on to it. Hold on to it. Hold on to it. You got to move it quicker. Squeeze it a little. Give it a little squeeze in there. Stop now. Try pulling it out of your hand. See if it'll pull out. Keep that pressure and pull it out. It should be a little tighter. Good. You're starting to feel it. Now, good job. See? And your left hand is starting to get that as well. Okay, now, right, because you're going to need more pressure. Now how about, let's see. See if I want to start to turn higher. See if I'm down here. Let's see. Making this stuff. I'm just here. No, get off the shank. Dick sometimes with the very pad that's sitting over here, he'd hold it, he'd have it real low and have you play like this. You're always down here. He'd have you put it down lower and do this. Which I've had you do. I've had you hold the stick like this and play a tap. Now how are you going to hit the shank? Keep your other fingers away. Keep bouncing a little bit. Stop. These fingers, if I'm experimenting this way, never move. Every time you play, we get the tarantula, the spider fingers. No, take them away. They stay right here. They're not going to move. They don't move. There, and it bounced up. But you never just stop and notice that it bounces up and let it come back to the palm. There, it's on your palm. Now you can do it. Okay, now try coming up real high doing that. Come up real high. Yeah, do it again. Good. Are you holding tighter than if you play real quiet?
Yes.
Yeah, you are. You have to hold this darn thing. It'll go flying if you use this level of pressure that you're using down here. Yeah, stay here with me. I tell you, these fingers don't stay. If you want to put your other hand in here like this, you can, you know. You want to do that? You could do this. Look, take your other hand and do that. Why don't you do that just for fun? I'm making this up. Take your other hand and slide it in so that your baby finger is in between the peace sign. And now take your first finger and thumb and close them. There, pick up the stick. You can. Come on, pick up the stick. You can pick up the stick first if you want, and then do it. Ah, there. See, now they can't move. There, all snuggled up against there. Now just turn your wrist.
Oh, sorry.
Turn the wrist. There. See, they stay in one. These fingers stay in one position. I could lift my hand up with the other hand, but it isn't just really. There. Now they're not coming in every time, and the stick is starting to be free. And you'll notice that there's a certain tension here. And if I go to play loud, I have to hold much tighter. Okay, fingers are starting to come in. Good. Don't lose that. Okay. Good. All right. Now, so you're experiencing it and have an intellectual understanding. That's not how we play. Okay? That's the genius of this technique. We don't change pressure here. But we know we need to change pressure if it goes faster. Or higher, maybe, as well. Now, how are we going to do that? This is a genius of, I don't know where these people come from. I'm just really glad to know them. Okay? And so instead of changing pressure, don't play for a sec. Just think now. See, you're back. You can't keep. You just refuse to do that. It is a little uncomfortable, or just it's not uncomfortable, but it just takes a certain amount of concentration and musicianship, right? Okay. I think if you're playing a triangle, I got to be careful. But I don't think you go wrapping your whole hand. Don't you just hold it with the two fingers? It's very gentle, isn't it? Every time you play the triangle, the whole hand goes. No, you just take this little tiny thing that's like more thin than a pencil. You hold it and you go, ding. What is all this stuff, right? So the symphonic guy would probably know about that. All right, so we know. Don't play for a second. Keep your other finger away. It's always right here. Do you need to put your finger here to keep it away? No, it's next. It's not there. No, it's in the peace sign. It's in between the first finger and the middle finger. There. You never keep that space and just turn your wrist. Oh, look, you're still figured out a way to get the middle finger to come in underneath. You still figured out how to do it, right? Okay, so here's the concept. I know that if I'm playing like this, the stick is so, why would I add any more tension or pressure? Of course, in terms of the grip, picking up that empty glass as opposed to a full glass of water. Here, it's an empty glass of water. Now it's a full glass of water. And I need more pressure here. More friction. Because I'm managing this thing that's going da 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 da, not just cool. Now I gotta go da 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 da, I gotta hold on to it a little bit. But we don't do it here. We leave this alone, and we do it with the middle finger. But how do we do it with the middle finger? We don't just pull the middle finger by itself. The hand works like this. Do it with me. Yeah, see? Less pressure, more pressure. Come on, slowly, come up. More pressure, less pressure. Come on, a little less. It goes real slow. Tiny increments. A little less pressure. Too much. Here, little less pressure is a 1/16 of an inch. Another 1/16. That's an 1/8 an inch. Less pressure though. There's another. Come on, less pressure. Now there's less pressure. Right? Now we want a 1/16 of an inch the other way. More pressure. A little more. More pressure. Good. More pressure. More pressure. And Marie would say, but we don't do it here. So we add pressure based on positioning of this wrist, right? And that brings the middle finger. Primarily, we're concerned about the middle finger because we get such a nice tone. That's why we get such a beautiful tone with just the two fingers. We add the third finger, and we're going to have a little less tone, right? We've added a little muffling to the stick, right? Okay. So instead of changing pressure in the thumb and first finger, we change the pressure. See, the stick is still bouncing up. I add the middle finger. I don't need much pressure to do this. I don't need much pressure. Now if I'm, that middle finger's come in. So the middle finger is going to move less, right? It's not going to accommodate the stick bouncing up when I get to the surface. I can't. I need a little more pressure, and I ain't going to do it here. I'm going to feel the pressure underneath and recognize that the hand works like this. That's all we're getting in touch with this. This is the stuff. This is the secret sauce. Yeah, it's even with more pressure, a little more open. Okay? So now if we can get the stick to be free enough just with the two fingers and these other fingers off, and feel what that feels like as the stick wants to kind of bounce up. Try it. Keep your other middle fingers on the stick, dude. This is an experiment. Get it off the stick.
What parts?
Everything except the thumb and the first finger. I just want you to experience how the stick bounces up when it gets right back on. You're clamping it in. Can't you take your middle finger off? Yeah. Thank you. Keep it off. Stretch it out. You don't stay up in the air. Why aren't you waiting down at the floor? With it. Good. Take it off. Keep it. Stay at the floor. Take the middle finger. Good. Lift it up and come down. And feel the stick. There. Stick went boing, boing. Now, that's what we want. That's good. We're nice and loose. The stick might recoil on its own a little bit. See, just like this. See it bounce up, bounce up. See? No, you're like this. I'm like this. See, I'm like this. You can see look at all this space here. So it just bounces up through here. There, and I will always wait at the floor. Okay, now I'm going to add the middle finger. Now you'll get to add the middle finger. Just the middle, just put the middle finger underneath. Now, I still want it to, I don't need to be so tight. It's still a little bouncy. No, you're too much pressure. It's not bouncing anymore. Look, watch. Here it is with no middle finger. You have to take your middle finger off to get this. You really do. Feel no, you have to take, yeah, and it has to stop down and it bounces up. Bounce up. See it bounce up? There. Now, that bounce shouldn't go away just because I add the middle finger. The middle finger has to be loose and relaxed. It's just nice and loose, so it doesn't get in the way of this. Here it is with no middle finger. Here it is with the middle finger.
Does it come away from the middle finger when you hit?
Never comes away from the middle finger. The middle finger is just underneath the stick, just doing whatever it would do. Not so tight that it would squash that little, your butt end's too low. It's not gonna work. You can take it off to experiment there. See how nice and light and floaty? Now put the middle, don't destroy that. No, too tight, it's not bouncing now. Let it free. Real loose with the middle finger. Don't be all pulled up. Almost. No, okay, there it is off. Now put it on and don't disturb. See how much watch my butt end. Watch how much the butt end comes away from the palm. See it? See it goes boing. Well, don't play. Wait. See, it comes about away right now, and I'm trying to, it comes away a lot. See? Kinda. It goes clunk and bumps into my palm. Clunk and it bump, and it comes into my palm. Almost. You're slamming so hard, dude. Just lift it up it. Middle finger's not off. See? How can you figure out how far the butt end's going to come away? Middle finger's on right now. Take your middle finger off. You can't do it, huh? There you go. Did it come away from the palm? Did it come away from? Take it off.
Yeah.
Okay, well, good. You can put it on and let it keep coming away from the palm. It should have that nice light. There you go. Good. Don't slam. Gentle. If you change how hard you come down, it'll come away from the palm differently. We're trying to create an experiment so that without the middle finger, it comes away from the palm, and then you add the middle finger. There you go. Add the middle finger, it should still come away from the palm. Oh, come on, don't clamp it. Oh, come on, just turn once and let it bounce up. A little tight, huh? No, it's not bad. There you go.
It's still shaking and doing its
Not doing too bad. Yeah, it's not doing too bad. This is new for you.
It's not loose.
Who said loose? It just is what it is. Well, you never want to wait at the floor. You just never want to do this. You just never see. You don't get the idea of how to improve. Steve, the only way to improve is to turn and meditate and wait. And so what are you going to do now? You're doing it with the finger off?
Yeah.
Stop. You're putting the finger back on. You're not meditating, you're moving. Meditating means you're totally still. Why isn't your finger still off? Make one turn and stop. Finger came back on. See, that's what I mean. Yep, everything is this. It's not. It's just turning your wrist. Fingers off, good. One turn. Keep it off. Stop. Keep your finger off. There, it's on the palm. Yeah, nope. You get to put it back on. You have to hold it off. And don't stop at the top this time. Just lift it up and come down. Finger came in. Move it away again. Stop and meditate. Good. Now put the middle finger on and do that. Just like stop and meditate. Where's your middle finger? It's just under the stick, right? Just touching it. It's not pulling on it. What are you doing right now?
It's shaking.
Well, you're settling down. Take your middle finger off. Is it shaking now? No, it's not shaking. Now put the middle finger on. Why would it start to shake? Just because you tucked your middle finger in underneath? Good, now it's not shaking. One turn, and you stop again. There, you did it. That's it for a minute. You got it. Go into the right now. Move into your right. Okay. Move into your right now. In other words, I want to see your right hand play now. Your right hand. Yeah, because you get it. Okay, first let's do it with just the thumb and first finger and notice how it kind of wants to get away from the palm. Do it again. Don't go slamming. Got 2 notes, just 1. There, see it pop up a little? Your middle finger never comes in. You've trained. There you go. It didn't quite pop up. A little too dead. There. See?
But I don't feel the pressure on my wrist that I do in the other one.
You don't feel what? He's behaving in the same way as your left just did. Take, no, a right. You have to take, your middle finger is not copying the right. Nope, middle finger wants to keep moving. Look, it's moving, moving, moving. There, nope, you're a statue. Stay, keep it there. 1 turn and keep your middle finger off and stop. There, keep your middle finger off. It's coming in. Your right didn't do that. Do it in your right. Do it in your right. There. Oh, see, middle finger's just sticking out, saying, "Look what your middle finger's doing." Remember the Seinfeld, where George thinks someone's giving him the finger. It turns out the guy simply just has a cast on the middle finger because it's broken. Chases him all over town. There, see your middle finger? Giving the return video the finger in a good way. See? There, see? Now put it on gently. Now it's under there, but it's not pulling on it. There, you did it. Go into your left. It's the middle finger. You have to give me the middle finger. I don't mind. Come on. There, give me the middle. There you go. Now come on. Don't keep pulling it in. Give me the middle finger. There, it bounced. Now tuck it underneath gently like you did in the right. There, you got it. Steve, don't play. See, that's what it is. You're getting it now. Now you have your guide. You shake your head and you go, I don't know. What don't you know? It worked. It just worked. What are you doing right now?
I can't keep my hand from shaking. I can't.
Well, wait a minute. You just did it. It wasn't shaking. So there you go. That stops it from shaking. There. Is it shaking? Stop. Okay, now you want to put the middle finger underneath? Go ahead and do it. Nothing's different. Now take your middle finger off. Not shaking. Turn. Wow, that's not it. You don't go slamming down. It's just gentle turn. There. But your middle finger came in. There. Now put your middle finger gently underneath. There. See, didn't shake. It's fine. Go to your right. Go to your right. Go to your right. Go to your right. Do that. Copy that. There. It's not shaking. Put the middle finger underneath. You slammed. Gentle. 1 note. Your left got it quicker. There, you got it. It's not shaking. You don't have to keep proving it to yourself. Don't you believe in what just happened? You don't have to prove it to yourself. There's, and if anyone understands about believing in something that might not necessarily be obvious, I think you get that. Right? I mean, one can believe in things that they can't even see. But you just looked down, you took the middle finger off, you went like that, the stick bounced up a little bit, and you saw it. That's not enough for you. Then you put the middle finger under gently, you turned, and it bounced up, and you saw it. You even felt it, and you don't believe it. But it's true, Steve. You need to just keep working on that, because you're developing musicianship. Your left hand has musicianship in traditional grip only. Yeah. But you take your middle finger off to get that feeling of it. You came in a little. You have to meditate. You're lifted too high. Good. Now put your middle finger on you gently. Stop. Take it off. Keep it off. Musician. 101. Put it under gently. There. Boom. Clunk. Not too tight. Now what will happen is, as this thing speeds up, the pressure will change from underneath. That's the concept right now. But right now, you're at the beginning. The right catches on more quickly because you've been playing your whole life this way. Left is the same thing. The left in traditional, you have a grip right here, like you do here. We'll go ahead and put the stick in traditional in your left. Did you freeze?
No.
Okay, go ahead and put the stick in traditional. Okay, you're gonna have to move way to your right because I can't see the stick. So move your whole body. A little more, a little more. Okay. Now show me the floor. You're out of frame. You have to move over more. I don't care if I don't see your right shoulder. Yeah, but you gotta, if you keep twisting this way, you just stay out of frame. You gotta, now face me a little more. Move your whole pad over if you need to. Good. Okay. Now, so imagine the thumb, the crotch of the thumb is just gonna maintain a particular pressure. And the first finger is just kind of laying there, right? Just go ahead and rotate. Didn't bounce. A little. Go ahead and take your other fingers, take your first finger and middle. See? Starts to bounce. Yeah, you see? Now keep the thumb, the fourth finger underneath a little bit and take your first finger off. And the middle finger. And the middle. Yeah, see, it's just balanced there like that. Yeah, rotate. Yeah, see? Yeah, see, it bounces a little. Now go ahead and put your first finger on gently and don't destroy that. Didn't bounce. First finger's too tight. There it is. Now, if you go tap, 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 the first finger comes towards the thumb. And you'll be in this position and you'll be able to tap more quickly. There'll be a little more pressure, see? We're just duplicating that with this grip. So the first finger got wrapped on the stick gently, like the middle finger did in the right. And we're looking for certain indicators because these things are subtle and hard to feel. So I've given you this indication. The stick has enough freedom to kind of be able to have some recoil from the surface, right? And if we go to add the middle finger, it doesn't destroy that. And I don't think that you have as much recoil, so find how much recoil there is. Not really bouncing up very much, huh? You just don't feel much of this.
I don't when I put my middle finger on it.
Well, that makes sense.
Wants to move around.
This is the most efficient way to feel this, right? It does this. What? For me to not feel the stick bounce up, if I'm holding here, I have to hold that stick really tight and it doesn't bounce up. If I hold it normally, it bounces up. And you're on the shade. You just want to get more flat. To bring your middle fingers on the stick. They'll take the middle finger off. It's not bad, but we're keep it off, like you do in your right. You're constantly giving me the finger, which I am asking in the right. Starting to bounce a little. There it is. There it is. There, see it bounce up a little bit. You don't really want to meditate very long in because it's coming close. It's just you're heading towards shaking land. You're not meditating. Stop and meditate. Stop. Where's your middle finger?
Keep it away.
It wasn't. As you go faster, you just lose track of everything you're doing. No, you don't wait up in the air. You lift it up and come down. You're on the shank. Get the butt end up a little bit. Meditate. You will not wait. Wait. Is the butt end? Butt end's too low. Good. Just turn and it'll bounce up a little. Don't be so tight here. Yeah, here, just do this. Watch. Can you just put the first finger under the stick? Yeah, just let it. Yeah, just turn. Can you do this? It wants to bounce up, right? Put your middle finger under the stick. Just the middle finger. See? It's real bouncy, huh? If you just turn it, there isn't any pressure. There can't be. It's just laying in this holder. Yeah, just one note. See? It bounces up. That's what it feels like when you're holding with your thumb and first finger at this tempo. It bounces up. It's just laying there. It's just laying in here. And you turn it up and it bounces. There. Let's keep moving it. You're getting the idea. I'll just keep working with you because before you know it, you're right. People are going to be saying, "What are you doing with your left hand? How you doing that?" They'll want to know. They'll want you to teach them. Okay, got that. Now let's continue to. Oh, and I never really completed the Gestalt, as I like to say. You see, so let me just show you that. So as it is with the right, correct. So in other words, we're not changing pressure with finger and thumb. If pressure changes, it'll be the middle finger coming towards the palm via this motion, so that it comes from the wrist and the left. If we're looking for pressure, it'll be the first finger coming to the thumb, as though the left hand was the right hand on the side. So the first finger travels towards the thumb in the left, and the middle finger travels towards the palm in the right. So if we're going to play really slow singles, see, I get a little bounce. See, it's not all tight and choked off here. See, it's not all tight and choked off here. Now, if I want to go faster, see, there's a little less bouncing going on. The only thing that feels a little more pressure is right here in the middle finger because I'm a little more closed. I don't feel this as much. Now I'm a little more closed, but not the first finger and thumb, and not the crotch of the thumb and the left. Now I'm even more closed. First finger. I haven't got tighter here. I haven't got tighter here. But my hand is a little more closed. That's it! If you can believe that, you'll have super fast sing. I called my video a couple nights ago Speed Fire Singles because that was Dick Wilson's stick of choice. He used to like the Speed. They don't make them anymore. Beautiful stick. Speed Fire. He also liked the Pro Touch. I was gifted a bunch of them. It's kind of all right. So, or I got them in the lottery. Picked a number. My pile of Dick Wilson stuff had those sticks. All right. So we have that. Now let's move back to the center again. Okay. So that's starting to happen. You're starting to realize that there's freedom. You don't want to destroy simply by putting the middle finger. Now, we're really successful with this Chad Wackerman exercise, right? And again, we're not going to change pressure here. For me, it feels a lot like when I do just like this, and now the middle finger's underneath. I lift it up, and I just do that. Well, you could do it without the middle finger on. You could, sure. Well, that's cool. See, you are getting better, Steve. You're going to be sitting around really. You're like the now it's getting cool. Now you're the mad scientist. So let's see if I do this. What happens when I do this? And that's how you get better. Okay, now what we're doing, you can just keep your middle finger on very gently, right? And you lift it up. Lift it up a little more, just a little more. There you go. And you're just going to turn and let it. Hold on, I thought we were going to let, I use the word dribble. Or release for rebounds. It's not dribbling. What happened?
I don't know, I can't get to.
Why won't it do this? You're always on the shank down here somewhere. Geez, I don't know why it won't bounce. It's not gonna bounce. It's not gonna, no, it won't. When I came in today, you were going like this. You were doing it in both hands. You were doing this and this. This and this. Yeah, it start to happen. All right, now, okay, so you came in today, you were, I don't have it on video, but you were going, you were really thinking about not.
Oh yeah, this, I can feel the more I feel like this. When I put the stuff on, that makes it, I choke up.
Well, hold on, can you let it dribble? There you go. There you go. So come up here and let it dribble. There. Now, okay, let's try this. Can you just hold it with the first finger and thumb? Now, when I had you earlier, just holding it here, it kept bouncing. So it wants to bounce. You know it does. Let it bounce. You can't do it. It's even easier because it's less head heavy. And you get a brighter tone. Don't slam, just let it see its root bounce. Get the bottom of the bead, don't be too low. Keep your other fingers off. Give me the finger. I'm okay with it. There. Now gently wrap the middle finger and don't destroy that. Ta-da! Now you have a guide and a fulcrum.
Well, it didn't bounce.
It bounced, yes it did.
I want to move off of this when I drop it.
That's because it has to be so gentle. I told you, it's real gentle. Don't destroy the bounces, it just touches. We're not adding much pressure with it. There'll be times when you do add pressure. There you go. There. Now take the middle finger off. Now try not to destroy that when you put the middle finger on. The middle finger has to be real flexible and loose and relaxed. There you go. Now we're going to do 4. You want to do 4 without the middle finger? This is kind of cool for you. So we're just lifting it up and going 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we're here. 2, 3, 4. You have to lift it up after the 4th note. No, you have to lift it right back up. This is what we talked about on the phone that night, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because you had it, then you lost it, and that night you got it back. And that's essentially, we're back to that now, with more knowledge. Now we're doing it, so when it just dribbles, beautiful, dude. When it just dribbles, you don't have to lift it back up, because we're not controlling the rebound in the same way. But watch. Look, the butt end, look how far away it is from my palm. Go ahead and do it with just the first finger and thumb. Give me the finger. It's way away from the palm, isn't it?
Yeah.
There, good. Now put the middle finger on and don't destroy that. Yeah, now the middle finger, the whole hand is kind of open and you're bent forward. And the butt end's away from the palm. Ta-da! Now if you're going to do 4, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, lift. 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 4, lift. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Middle finger's too tight. Take the middle finger off and just feel it with. There you, but you have to lift it up after 4. Lift it. Back up to. Here we're waiting up top. You love to do that. There you go. Now take the middle finger off the whole time. And keep it off. Come on, give me the finger. Give me the finger. Lift it up. And now no, when you lift it up, don't put the middle finger on. Lift it up with, there, see? Yeah, see how it's getting open more and more. Now don't put the middle finger on when you lift it. We only have one, which is the first finger and thumb. Okay, now you can put the middle finger on and don't destroy that. Just leave it on there gently. Yeah, but you have to lift it up right after the 4 bounces. You have to lift it up just like you did. Not to come up so high. Right. Okay, now 3. Good. Gentle. You don't have to go slamming. There. Now gently put the middle finger on and do that. Lift it up. No, it's too tight. Come on. It doesn't have to be that tight. It just moves with the stick. It kind of moves with the stick, doesn't it? Middle finger. What? Yeah, what? Yeah, you're getting it. You're getting it. So watch. See how just watch now. You want to just play. Hold on. Steve, you have to be patient now. See, I'm giving you the finger in a comedic and friendly way, in a teaching way. Okay, so here's the finger. It's off, right? So we're doing 1, 2, 3. Don't play. You're just jumping. You don't even know what I'm going to say. Maybe you don't care, but you'll get it a lot faster. Okay? Because I'm giving you. See, what I'm giving you is particular reference points so that you can prove to yourself when it's happening. See, because it's all too subtle. So you didn't know that if it's just the first finger and thumb, it's going to bounce up a little bit. That tells you you're doing it right. That's a reference point, right? Check 1. Now, if I put the middle finger on, it should still bounce up. If it's working, the fact that that's your reference point. Now you know it's working. The reference point we're looking for here is, watch. The way you'll know it's working is the butt end will come away from the palm about that much. Quite a bit. Because I'm bent forward, and then I lift it back up and it comes back to the palm. And I'm giving you the finger. It's off. Go, try. You know what we're paying attention for, right? We're looking for proof, positive, actual proof. Calling it a reference point. It's an indicator. This is what I think Chad Wackerman was doing. Chad shows you that you don't know that you're releasing. All you know is you're getting the bounces and the weight, and then it comes back to the palm. And you know it's working because you feel the butt end come to the palm right there. That's your indicator. Okay, so Right now we're gonna do it with the middle finger off. Give me the finger and 3 notes and then lift it up. And feel the butt end come back to the palm and you lift it up. Then you'll know you're doing it right. Give me the finger. No, you have to start down. Oh, no, you're right. You were right. You're right. You should be starting up. Start here. It's cool. Want to do it your right? That's fine.
You said you were right.
I said you were right. But
Oh, we're right. Oh, okay.
saying your left isn't nice to be right, but okay. Now raise that stick up because you start up there. You're remedial. Give me the finger. Okay, now we're going to be searching for the butt end coming to the palm when we lift it back up after 3 notes. Go for it. Lift it up. Did it come back to the palm? Oh, there it is. Palm. Give me the finger. Give me the finger. And stop higher and higher, thinking if I really shove it down, it's going to bounce. No. I can get that to happen down here. Watch. Right here. I'm not even lifting it up at all. I'm turning from the floor. So I certainly don't need to be up too high to get this feeling. There's your teeter-totter. Feel it? And lift it back up. And lift it up. Okay, is that going to be your starting point? Not so high. You're right. You don't need to be that high. It'll bounce. Feel the teeter-totter. There, feel the teeter-totter? Yeah, you're getting it. There, now put the middle finger underneath. Let it be flexible because what happens is, don't play for a second. You're looking really good. So the butt end comes away from the palm. See? Butt end comes away and then I lift it up. And see that the stick is going bounce, bounce, bounce. It's rocking over the fulcrum, what, 3 times? 1, 2, 3. You see the stick going dot, 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 all by itself.
Now, when you do that, does the stick, the middle finger still staying on the stick or loosening up a little bit?
No, right now I'm showing you the give me the finger approach.
Okay.
There can't be any pulling or anything. Right now we're proving to ourselves. Stay with me. So Chadwick, we're proving to ourselves that the stick will bounce by itself because we have a fulcrum. In this case, it's the first finger and thumb. And then when we lift it back up, it's going to come to the palm and stop bouncing. That's what Chad is trying to show us. And we don't have to do anything other than turn. We get dot, dot. If it's down at the floor, we get 1, 2, 3, and then we lift it up. Now, we have to accommodate allowing that stick to move 3 times like a teeter-totter, first class lever, but with the middle finger on. That's where everyone gets weird. They want to pull 3 times, or they'll turn their wrist 3 times. They can't just leave this alone. So I found that this has been helping others, that if you know it's supposed to bounce up with no middle finger, just try to experience that feeling with the middle finger. See, it still bounces 3 times, but I've got that middle finger. It's moving a little. It kind of just moves. It's very relaxed. So pay attention to the butt end coming back to the palm. There you go. Lift it up. Yeah, come on, lift it up. The experiment is going to come to the palm. And while it's bouncing, you're bent forward a little, and it doesn't come back to the palm until you turn. Okay, now take the middle finger off. Okay, but you're not giving me the finger. Play gentle. I told you, I can play from down here. And lift it up. Take the middle finger off. Started to happen. Play gentle. Just lift it up. There. Now you can just gently put the middle finger underneath. Come on. Don't let that bounce go away. Gentle. I thought you were doing gentle. Almost. That's your baby finger. Lift it up. Tell me where you're going to start. Just gently turn. 2. Give me 2. Give me the finger. Come on. There. Lift it right back up after 2. There. Don't give me the finger. It's just real flexible. There. See, 2. Lift it back up. Don't get all tight and weird. Almost. Take the middle finger up again. Don't go playing harder and harder. Too hard. Just 2 notes. Lift it right back up. Lift it up after you're done. That's the chat thing. There it is. There, now your middle finger's on. You don't even know. Yeah.
Middle finger's not on here.
It's just open. It's just real loose. It's nothing. You just have to find that bounciness with it on.
That's the tough part.
What's that?
That's the tough part for me.
I know it is for everybody. Just relax the baby finger. That'll stiffen you up. Just relax it. Almost. Do it with no middle finger. You have to lift it right up. Don't be gentle. It'll bounce. There it is. There it is. To do it with no first finger and thumb. Only your back fingers. Mr. Drum Scientist. Come on. Come on, just let it drop and bounce. 2, just 2, you got it. There, now just first finger and thumb. Come on, gentle. There, now just gently put the middle finger. You did it with no, okay, see, you're getting it. You're getting it there. It's a gentle, beautiful thing. You're developing a fulcrum. Now, you're not very far into this tech. You're doing very well. All things considered. Okay. Now you'll notice you've expanded your lexicon of range of understanding. You were able to come in today and turn with the stick laying in the back of the hand. Just now you were able to do the Chad Wackerman thing, just holding it with the back fingers. Then you realize, then you learn that you don't need the back fingers at all. You can do it, but you can't play very loud, and you can't play very fast without squeezing the heck out of it. So if you learn how to control the pressure by introducing the middle finger, and it takes a minute, you know, this machine is like that. It's the perfect automatron, right? It's been built perfectly. And you can add that middle finger and not destroy the bounce you get when you take the middle finger off. You start to feel that rebound. You can put the middle finger on and you went, oh yeah. And you're looking for, what was it indicators. So the indicator is the stick will bounce away from the palm with this really narrow fulcrum, right? But it's not a great way to play because you have to squeeze the heck out of it if you want to play with any volume or speed. We add the middle finger and it can change pressure for us if we know what the heck we're doing, right? And so we don't want to lose the indicator as we turn with just the middle finger on gently. We still need to see that butt end come away from the palm. And then you know you got it. So that's the cleverness of teaching via providing the student actual proof through indicators. Okay, so that's what you're doing this week. You're going to be experimenting. You were able to get it to rebound 3 different ways. You were able to get it to rebound just with the first finger and thumb. You know, when we did the Chad Wackerman thing? Mm-hmm. And then I said, now no first finger and thumb. And you were able to get there. Now you don't have any. Now it's completely the opposite thing. Still could get it to rebound. And then I had you put the middle finger on gently, and the butt end came away. You didn't do anything weird with it, and then you turn back up, and the butt end came back to the palm. So those indicators will guide you through this technique. Very good. I'll see, as Freddie Gruber would say, see you in a minute.
Right. All right, thanks, Kevin.